Hi everyone, thanks for clicking through. Right, so this morning I'm going to unbag a new guitar, or I was going to unbag a new guitar, but I opened the box expecting to find the normal bagged guitar, and this came out instead. So can you guess where I got it from? I'm not really sure what's going on in here. It may have a bag inside it, may not. So let's find out. Who did that? So yeah, this has been set up, shall we say, by the shop, and whoever did it should know better, really. There's no camera trickery involved in that. That is actually, that's actually true. Bear with. Oh God, where to start? So I get them out of the boxes because it's a lot easier just to take it out of the bag. I don't want to mess around. I really don't think people have necessarily got time to see people opening boxes and that. So this is not intended, so apologies. If there's a bag inside here, it's going to make it a lot easier because we can just cut all of this stuff out and go straight to the unbagging. I like to get it fresh in the bag because we can kind of see it at the same time, and oh God, what a waste of time. Come on P90, what are you doing, guys? No, I don't think it's in the bag. I think maybe it's been on display or something, and because it's not in the original box, so it's going to be interesting to see what's occurring. I'm just looking on the monitor. You're just looking at a sea of bubble wrap at the moment, so apologies. Okay, we're getting there. Okay, I'm going to be okay for packing material. Oh, what is it? Epiphone SG Special. Immediately, I'm less impressed that it's not in its original box, to be honest with you. I think we like our guitars box fresh because we know nobody else has played them. And this has made me suspicious straight away. It looks all cool though. It hasn't got any scratches or anything on it, I don't think. It's obviously got the plastic on the pick guard still and on the pickups, so no, it's all fine, guys. It's all fine. Don't worry. No panic. I think it's different if you go into a shop and buy a guitar off the wall. I don't know if any of you remember what that was like, what we used to do. We used to go into shops, play a few guitars, try them out, and then if you liked one, you'd buy it. It was a bit unrealistic then to expect the store to find the original box and pack it up as it was, originally. But I think if you're buying online, you maybe don't expect that. You expect a box fresh guitar, so you know where it's been, and if you haven't picked one that you know has been played, I don't know, maybe that's unrealistic. Let me know what you think, guys. Okay. That string's popped off the nut. Let's put that back on. Look, can you believe that? I can't believe that. Can you believe that? There's no camera trickery involved in that. That is actually, it's actually in tune. Wow. So the Epiphone SG Special from the 2020 inspired by Gibson range, which I think you're all familiar with. I'm a massive fan of SGs, if you didn't know that already. So couldn't resist the temptation to get the Epiphone SG Special and have a look and see what it's like. So, first impressions. It's kind of a sparkly Pelham blue. They called it faded Pelham blue. And the other one's the sparkling burgundy, which really put me off buying the Gibson version of this because, wow, sparkling burgundy. No, I mean it should be heritage cherry or vintage cherry, or a walnut maybe, or black. That's cool. But I don't understand sparkling, but maybe that's an age thing. Maybe this is what the kids of today are really into, sparkly guitars. This is quite a nice colour of blue. Yeah, I quite like this. You can see it properly. It's pretty cool. Looks good. I like it. I'm liking it. It's made in China, or handcrafted in China. It's got the de rigueur bin sticker. Don't put it in your wheelie bin. It's got the vintage reissue tuners. I think they call them white button tuners. It says Epiphone Deluxe on there. They're cool. They're a sort of a cheap reproduction of what the original would have had. They're pretty cool. They always work fine. It's got all the bits in the right places. All the pickups look good. Obviously, it's got the lightning bar wraparound bridge as opposed to the smooth original one, which we've discussed before. Now, the neck is quite slim on this. Yeah, quite slim. So it'd be interesting to compare the specs of this with the Les Paul Special, which we just very recently reviewed on this channel. And later down the line, we'll compare the two to see how they vary sound-wise. It's a really good reproduction of the SG Special. It looks to be properly vintage correct, with obviously the Epiphone open book headstock, which is nice to have on these now. It makes so much difference as far as I'm concerned. This shape headstock existed way back in the 50s. So it's really nice to see this on Epiphones again. It adds an authenticity, which I like. All seems to be. It feels really good. It's a really nice weight. It's got a rosewood fingerboard and a bound fingerboard, and the colour of this is quite nice. It's a nice. It look in this light. It looks to be a nice off-white. A kind of a faded white, which is nice. Sometimes they come out a little bit yellowy, but this is cool. It's nice. I like that. It's a nice colour. Let's see what the guitar sounds like. So let's start on the bridge pickup. All controls on 10, all clean. Vox AC 15. Somebody's adjusted the action on the bridge, and I haven't used a decent screwdriver. to adjust the action, screwdriver, slacken the strings off first so there's no tension on it is the way to do it. But make sure you use a big screwdriver that fits in these slots properly. If you don't, this is going to happen. It basically twists and gnarls up the top of the top of these. Oh, who did that? So yeah, this has been set up, shall we say, by the shop, and whoever did it should know better, really. As far as I'm concerned, it's not a deal breaker. I'm going to fuss around with things like that. I'm not going to send it back because of that. But you know, it has got a ding on the back of the headstock, and somebody set the action up. Well, hopefully they've made it play really well and saved me having to do that. And hopefully they've already done the intonation, so I haven't got to do that. Beyond that, I mean, you know, as a it's annoying that. I mean, I'm not imagining it, am I? It's a proper. I know this because I've done it myself so many times. You know, in your haste, you grab a screwdriver, grab a little screwdriver, put it in there. It doesn't get any purchase. It twists it and it messes up the surface. I'm not going to bang on about it now. It doesn't look like it's been played very much. I can't see. You know, I can't see. I mean, this might be a part of the PMT service now. They might unbox the guitars, put them on a bench and set them up properly. They certainly tuned it up. It was in tune. We can't fault them for that. So if they're doing this, and it does, the action feels nice. I would suggest that's what they've done, which is brilliant. So, top marks, guys. But all I will say is get yourself a screwdriver that fits before you adjust this, and don't try and do it when there's any tension on the strings, because that never works. Never ends up well. Okay, enough said about that. I'm sure other people are going to chime in with what they've got to say about that. You can't win, really, can you? I suppose if you do pay a little bit of a guitar attention in the shop, set it up before you ship it out. Twats like me are going to moan that it wasn't in its original box, or something else has happened to it. So you know you can't win. You're damned if you do. You're damned if you don't. Let's move on. The neck measurements. So the width of the nut is 1.695. The depth at the first fret is 0.822. Width at the 12th fret is 2.069. And the depth at the 12th fret, oops, 0.887. Onto the pickup measurements. On the bridge, measures 7.75, and on the neck, 7.72. Yeah, they're pretty much the same as the Les Paul Special that we did recently. Aha! So that's all hand wired, and it's got those plug-in pickup connectors, same as a Special. So it's all the same as a Special, and I'm assuming that those plugs do go through the routing, okay, which could potentially make it easy to change the pickups if you wanted to. So there you go. It's all good. what's not to love about an SG Special really is kind of what I'm feeling. It's, you know, this is good. This is a great reproduction of the SG Special for, you know, a little over £300. £319 it was actually, I paid from it, from PMT, as if you didn't know that by now. So there you go. Gibson SG. I don't wonder what that was from me. It sounded like a foghorn. Gibson SG Special. Nice colour. Pelham blue. They call it faded Pelham blue. I really like this colour. I mean, it's very, very nice looking guitar. And yeah, I think I'll probably hang on to this one for a while. And we'll compare it with the Custom Shop SG Special that I happen to have hanging on the wall behind me. I don't know if anyone's noticed that, but it's there. I'm sorry, it's over that shoulder. No, it's over that shoulder. That's the one. Yeah. Thank you very much for joining us, as usual. Hope to see you again soon. Cheerio.